Good morning from Melia Cayo-Coco in Cayo-Coco Cuba. My name's Brian. I thought I'd do a quick walkthrough slash review of the Melia Cayo-Coco Resort in Cayo-Coco, Cuba. Been here since last Saturday. Today's Friday, August 6th. I'm going home tomorrow. And before I came, I couldn't really find a whole lot of recent walkthrough videos on what the resort was like, the airport process, even the resort itself during the pandemic and some of the protocols. So hoping this might help some people out or alleviate some concerns. Filming this in 4K 60 frames per second using a GoPro Hero 7 Black. Couldn't find my gimbal, so I don't know how this is gonna work out. Hopefully the image stabilization kicks in and it's not bouncing all over the place. Same thing with the wind. Hopefully you guys can hear me and it's not blowing you all over the place, but let's get started. Okay, so this is the front entrance. Over to the side here is the premium lagoon rooms. When I booked, there was just two categories. The above lagoon huts, there's about 4 rooms per above lagoon villa, and these ones right in front of me are the premium ones, which we'll take a walk down later. Yeah, let's get started. So making our way to the lobby here. So I came here from Halifax, Nova Scotia, and it was a pretty smooth process. We flew from Halifax to Toronto, went from Toronto to Cayo-Coco, and it's been a great experience overall. As soon as you get to Cayo-Coco, you get off the plane and you go to get a PCR test immediately. You get your test, you go through customs, you get on your bus, and you come to your resort. As soon as we got here, they had a whole welcome presentation, I guess. They had dancers, they had Canadian flags. They told us about some of the COVID protocols, when to wear a mask, when not to wear a mask. And until they got the first test back, they wanted you wearing a mask pretty much everywhere. Definitely like 100% when you're eating. In the lobby here, it was kind of a mixed bag, but they did ask you to keep them on until you got your test results back. So every single worker is wearing a mask. Most of them have 2 masks on. Yet to see any workers without any masks on. So this is the front desk, and take you guys through here. This is just the main lobby area where you can get coffee or espresso or drinks or what have you. Got the lobby bar right here, which is 24 hours, even during COVID. This resort just has 1 pool, but it's massive. This resort has 252 rooms. They are operating at 20% capacity, so they can fit about approximately 500 people. It is adults only, and there's only 100 people here. It's just mainly all Canadians and Russians. So as you can see, not one person in the pool, and this is at about, I think it's 11 o'clock in the morning right now. So you've got tons of loungers, you got the sunbeds, got some music playing in the background, all the huts. They have some really nice sunbeds here. So you're above a little, a tiny little lagoon here, I guess. There's some fish and some turtles in here. So one thing I will say is that it's so nice that you can just get a hut whenever you want. It's kind of like having the resort to yourself. My wife and I usually stay in one of these, but as you can see, it's just, there's hardly anyone around. This is a lunch area here. So you can get, this is open, I think it opens at 10 and they close up around 5 or 6. You can get pizza, burgers, fries, poutine, calamari, matzo sticks, all kinds of good stuff. It's actually, I've been to Cuba 10 times. I've been to Cayo-Coco 5 times. And this is by far the best food experience that I've had so far. Never gone hungry. It's been really great. They're giving people free Wi-Fi right now. So you get a 5-hour card and you just keep reloading it as you need to, but just a quick pan of the bar there. You just order your food and you can eat right in here, or they'll deliver it to you wherever you're sitting around the pool, which is really nice. As you can see, there's not a lot of people wearing their masks. Everybody at this point has been tested and are negative. So it's pretty safe that way. There's sanitizer all over the place. Everybody's using hand sanitizer. So it's really good that way. I'll take you guys down the first walkway to the beach. Someone got married here a couple days ago. But yeah, it's a pretty beautiful spot. Nice white sand, turquoise water. It's hot. It's really hot. I'm not complaining because this is the first time I've been able to travel in about a year and a half, especially from Halifax. But yeah, this is what we all come here for. You can probably go out into the water about, I don't know, 400 or 500 feet before it gets over your head. Come back out here. So the real temperature is around 33, 34. Most days with the humidity, it's anywhere between 42 and 46. So it's warm. I'm not gonna complain though. It's so nice to be able to come down, get away from Canada for a bit, relax. Here we have the beach grill. So this is open for lunch every day, and it turns into an a la carte at night. On my right here, you'll see the standard rooms. And they have premium ones in the corner with like a sun-in area there. Balconies. These ones don't have deck loungers, but they do have nice chairs. So as you can see, even the landscape workers all wearing masks. They never take them off. It's incredible. Hola, señor. ¿Cómo está? Take you down to this viewpoint of the beach. This is just the other side of the beach grill. On the right here is the beach bar. When you're eating in the lounge or in any of these places, there's social distancing. They have tables separating you so that you're no more than, there's 6 feet between you at all times. It's another shot of the normal room blocks. So you get water delivered to your room every day. You still get maid service every day. And the protocols are actually pretty amazing. We came back to our room one day when our room was being cleaned. And the cleaning lady was literally spraying the outside of her door with sanitizer and wiping down every surface. So the PCR test on the way into Cuba was free. The PCR test to go home, we had that yesterday, and that's $30 American per person. There is no longer the Cuban convertible peso. For anyone that's ever been to Cuba in the past, they did away with that on January 1st. So now it's just the Cuban peso, and the only thing you're allowed to use actual cash money for is tips. Everything else is through credit card. If you've never been to Cuba, if you have an American bank that funds your credit card, they will not work here. I deal with RBC, and I have an RBC Visa and a PC Financial credit card. My RBC Visa will not work here, but my PC Financial will. We actually got our PCR test back this morning. Everyone that's here from Canada was negative, which is great. And they give you a printed piece of paper with all your information showing the negative test, so you can present that on your way back. Got some tennis courts on the left here. And there's a facilities hut there on that side. Just to the left of us here is the Pullman Resort. I took a walk through that yesterday. Seemed to be a little bit busier than this resort, but it's also bigger. Completely different vibe. That one's more of a family-oriented resort, I think, where this one's, like I was saying earlier, is adults only. The route that I took is basically doing an entire lap of the resorts with all the resort with all the blocks. One nice thing compared to the last time I was here is that they have heat pumps. Usually just have the AC with the little grate in your room. This one was a lot different. Been to a few countries that have heat pumps, and it's nice. There's no kind of moldy or not moldy or it's a lot. It takes out the humidity, so the room isn't moist. It's just nice and dry. So this is the very tip of the lagoon villas. It's just over a saltwater lagoon, and then you can also see just the start of the Pullman there. The resort itself could use a little TLC, but to be fair, they've only been open to Canada for 3 or 4 weeks, and they shut down in December of 2020. So some things need a paint job. This resort's about, I think it opened in 2001 or 99, so approximately 20 years old. It's a 4.5 star. Overall, it's really good. Really, really good. Just one pool, but it is massive, like you saw before. When you're in the buffet, which I'll walk by later, so you can't touch any of the food yourself. So you need to just get in line, and you just point to what you want, and the servers put the plate on your food. So at no point are you ever sharing utensils or scooping your own food or anything like that. So we just passed dock 4. This is dock 3. Just to give you an idea, this is the biggest dock. That's kind of a shortcut where we just came from. We came around back. They're now coming back the other way. Grounds are very lush and nice. Actually surprised how good shape they're in, given how long it was shut down for. This is the dock that my room is in. It's just right in front of us right here, that's where I'll finish it, just with a little room tour. Quickly show you the premium over lagoon villas, and then we'll come back here. That green roof in the distance there is the lobby where we started. When we walked by the pool in the beginning where that lunch buffet is, the top of that turns into an a la carte. And the beach bar also turns into an a la carte at night. And this is the final a la carte right here. This is the international. The Cuban is the beach grill. And then above the lunch area there is the Mediterranean. These are the premium over lagoon villas I was telling you about. So all the ones here have, except for the ones directly in front of me right there, have 4 units in them, whereas these only have 2 for the whole thing. I think these have like a little living area with couches and stuff like that. On the right here is the medical center. So this is where you get your COVID test, where you get your results. They also have a few shops open. So this is a shop where you can get like water or pop or snacks. This is a sports bar, which I haven't seen open since I've been here. And down this way, so they haven't unveiled this yet. It's been wrapped up the whole time we've been here, and you'll notice all these little pillars. So I was here 3 years ago just for a day trip. We stayed at Melia Jardin del Rey, and they do like canopies so that when you're going through the shops here, you're not in the direct sunlight. So that's not up and running yet, but you know, it's kind of to be expected. This shop's under renovation. This is a cigar and rum shop. And this one is souvenirs. So now we're back to the lobby area where we started. Classic Cuba taxi. It's a spot where you can rent a car. In Cayo-Coco, if you've never been here, it's actually an island off of Cuba, connected by a causeway, and the causeways are shut down. So there's never been a reported case in Cayo-Coco, with the exception of travelers. So there's actually the Sol Cayo-Coco. You can see a little red roof right there. That is a sister resort to here, but they have that, they transform that into a tourist hospital. So if you were to test positive for COVID, that is where you'd end up in quarantine for the week. Not sure what that experience is like, and don't ever want to find out. They have some nicer features there. These ones are freshly painted. Stairs are in a little bit better shape than where I'm staying at, which you'll see. So if you travel with a Bubba mug, they are filling Bubba mugs, which is great. Final premium, so there's just the 2 rooms. Look out over the Salt Lagoon here. So where I'm staying is just this 3rd one in right there. And that's that over the water restaurant I was showing before. Really nice. You'd think there'd be like a smell or something because it's a lagoon, but it's nice and windy it's pretty shallow there too. I don't know if you can see into the water that well, but wouldn't be a big deal if you fell in or anything like that. Still wouldn't want to, of course, but. So I'll head back to the room, show you the room really quick, and the view off the balcony. We'll finish up. But yeah, for people that are a little hesitant to travel, the beauty about, even though Cuba itself has a lot of cases right now, I think they're getting like 8,500 a day. That's in the the main cities like Santiago de Cuba, Havana. The closest town to here is Morón, which is an hour and a half away. Like I said, the causeway's closed, so I think all the workers are staying on the island for the most part. I think 80% of all the Melia workers have at least the first 2 vaccinations, and I know our Canada rep, he had already had his 3rd, so they get 3 here. I think they're using 5 different vaccines, they said, and the one that they're using the most, they developed here, it's got a 92% efficacy rate. I actually had one time I went actually, you know what, I didn't show you the buffet. It's closed right now, but so this takes you to the lobby right here. You can also go through here to get to the lobby, and it's a cigar bar, just a little shortcut. And then when we walk to the beach, there is a door on the left, and that takes you to the buffet. So you land in Cuba, you get your PCR test, you go through customs, jump on a bus, you're wearing masks the entire time. You get here, you get checked in, you go to your room. Highly encouraged to wear your mask whenever you're in the lobby. It's mandatory when you're sitting down to eat until you're actually eating. I had once where I got up for a second to grab some ice cream, forgot to put my mask on, and one of the staff quickly reminded me to put my mask back up. So they do take it very seriously. Is it perfect? No, but for anyone who's traveled to Cuba, I mean, Cuba's great, especially for Canadians. They really cater to Canadians. But given the climate of the world right now, no real big complaints. I haven't had lots of good food. Probably the best food I've had in 10 trips. Service is really good. There only being 100 people at a 500 population resort, it feels like you're the only one here. It's pretty special. So that's my room in the top left, right there. 2222. Got a little bird here on the rope. Sorry, buddy. We got 2 guys. Okay. So I don't know if you guys can see or not, but there's usually a bunch of fish. Those guys look like they're about, I don't know, 16 inches. Just a quick pan. Don't have my room key. Thank you. So when you walk in, you just got the bathroom here. And toilet, bidet, stand-up rain shower, which is nice. Got your closet and your safe. They've got 32-inch TVs. If you're a geek like me, they do have HDMI ports, so you can bring your laptop and hook them up if you want to watch anything from your phone or movies or anything. King-size bed. That's the heat pump I was telling you about, which is really nice. And then coming out to the balcony. So you got a couple of chairs. You got some loungers. And then this is your view. So going home, like I said, we've already got our results for a PCR test, just a piece of paper with all your information saying the date and the time, your passport number, signed off by the doctor. Put that into the ArriveCAN app. ArriveCAN app, you can't put your information in until you have everything, so you don't really want to bother until you're 3 days before you leave. So we have all that in there. So when we get to customs in Toronto, we'll have to present all that information and get on our flight home to Halifax. That's it, folks. Great trip overall. No complaints. Like I said, is it perfect? No. Could you find something to complain about? For sure. But just being, able to get out of Canada and come down for a nice, pretty cost-effective vacation has been awesome. So hope this helps some people out. Feel free to ask any questions, and we'll catch you next time.